Hey everybody, it's Brian here from quantlabs.net. I just wanted to say I managed to develop a simulink model from scratch, from nothing, and be able to build a little basic model with an inflow reading in a spreadsheet of some market data, feeding it into a stateflow chart with just one condition. It's based on RSI, buy, sell, signal, and that's it, and then dumps it into a port. It's not complete. Still got some corrections on it, just so I want to get a better understanding of how simulink works, but I'm getting there. The key of this point, or getting to this point, was just to see the C code from it. And the C code is very tight, and everything's all dependent upon how you define your names, your object names, and what you put in your state flow chart, and everything's built around that. I'm quite impressed with it. My review, in essence, of building trading models and potentially, obviously, some bigger, more complicated trading strategies with state flow and simulink and generating C code from it. To me, it's a fun process. I do enjoy it. Once you get the hang of it, it's like I have an idea and I'm going to visually chart it and follow some basic principles in simulink, which isn't very difficult really. And once you get the hang of it, and it doesn't take very long, you're going crazy, building models after models and strategies and blah 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 blah. It's great. It's fun. And the next big task is to take the working model that I have and the C code that I have and turn it into into a DLL, and then put that into like a trading platform like Deltix. This was my whole original conception of how to go through this process. Once I see that, where I have real world market data coming in from something like an IQ feed it through the Deltix quant architect, the server components, and then run it through the model that's generated from simulink, like basically the C model, and then see the output and have it connect into like Interactive Broker TWS API in the demo mode. Once you see all that working together, we now have a working model. Basic, dumb model, we know that. But the point is that we can now we're using a world-class trading system that is lightning fast with Deltix. Number two, with the simulink model from within the world of Matlab, it's just an unbelievable way to really generate strategies and algorithms. And I mean, I have not stopped there as well. I have not even mentioned this in this video. There is a way where if you see, let's say, an algorithm in a research paper and you want to code it up really fast without having to like pull your hair out, there is a way to do it within the MATLAB environment. It's a special toolbox, and then you can basically visually build the model, the algorithm, create a custom M function, a MATLAB M function, take that MATLAB M function and put it into your simulink, or really your state flow chart. So what I'm saying is essentially you're coding, not really coding, but you're visually building every step along the way in your model, your algorithm, your trading strategy, all with either this thing I'm talking about to build your algorithm into a MATLAB M script, which will generate your MATLAB M code, your script or your function. At the same time, you can now logically basically build your model visually with all these blocks and all the different things that go with it, with no programming whatsoever. Once you've finished with it and you're happy with it, you can do all the back testing you want with the model, going through the simulink environment. It's again, that's world class on its own. Once you're happy with that process, then you just push a couple of buttons, literally, and it generates your C code for you. You can also, if you really want to pull out your hair, go with C++, really kind of complicate stuff, And if you really want to go nuts and have an ultra low latency system or model, you can also do it through the HDL coder and run it through to target either Xilinx, I think it's Verilog, or HDML, which is Altera, which is for your FPGA. I've gone on about that a lot. So there's all these different ways to go about it. So you can build your Simulink model and co-generate to C, C++, or the HDL for FPGA. Awesome. It's just awesome when you start playing with it. I really enjoy it. And as I said, now, once I've got that, now I drop it into Deltix. Now, I've just put up my first posting on it like half hour ago. Now, I've included with that posting the files, all the Simulink model, all the supported files, and the C-generated code itself. And at some point, if somebody said, hey, can you do the C++? Sure, I could do that too. But there's always a caveat, and as I keep saying, membership has its privileges. All this stuff is only available for my Quant Labs premium members. So again, join soon, because now if we start building things like this, and we could bang out a lot, we're going to have good reason to start increasing the rates of the membership pretty fast, and it's pretty still affordable. So all the current members have been part of it. Welcome aboard. You're paying an absolutely steal. I got one guy that started since day one. He's only paying $17 a month. That's how low it was, but now it's a lot more expensive. So we're keeping it as it is. We're going to have a lot of new stuff come down the pipes as well, but the way it's looking, there's going to be a lot of cool models coming out of this, and we're going to co-generate them in the C or C++ or even HDL. Wow, this is awesome. But I've got the first one up. It's still not quite there. I'd say 75% there, but it's looking good. And we could take that and now put it into the Deltix. Or, and I've done this in February of this year, I've shown how to create the same process and put it into, if you can't afford Deltix, which a lot of people can't, is to be able to use it in an open source trading platform like TradeLink, or you can put it in your own, or whatever open source platform you want, because you have C source code, and C, as we all know, is transportable cross-platform as well. So it's kind of cool. It's awesome, and I'm feeling good about it. Hopefully, you'll see some of the value that's coming out of this as of today. And maybe I might see you on the other side. As I said, I'll be definitely doing a webinar on this, again, only for my members, and doing live Q&A and all that stuff once I get through this process. Talk to you later.